Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you not one, but 5 deck profiles for Black that are quite amazing, that could probably take you to any of the tops if played correctly. Again, Black was very interesting in the first couple formats. It just didn't do anything explosive. Now with Blastmon, Black War Greymon, and Ragnalordmon, you now have these game finishing swings now that you normally didn't have because you didn't reach this threshold of like 6,000k, and especially with Megazoo running around and everything like that last format, you didn't really have as much oomph as you did now. So let's dive right in. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. Whatever you do on it, just do it to showcase and hopefully get this video to go viral. And let's dive right in. First deck we're going to go over is the winning image of Blastmon. So Blastmon has an innate ability of security +1. If your opponent may choose one of their unsuspended Digimon. If they do, switch the target to the attack to that Digimon. So again, if they want to prevent piercing, which they probably won't be able to because we will probably have that inheritable through having Zorimon on the field. So again, just take that into account that they'll probably not take this option if you have a Sanzoramon on the field, because again, being able to have pierce is just ridiculous. So first off, we have Corporeemon for the reboot because it gives 1000 DP, comboing in with Gogamon, giving it another 1000 DP. So one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. You can Digiburst to trigger this effect. So again, being able to hit your magic numbers is what we want to do. And we need to hit the magic threshold of 16k. So we want to get there so that our final Zaborg Punch lets us have blocker, reboot, and security +1 until the end of turn. So being able to wipe out maybe 3 security, 4 security in a turn is just sometimes devastating to our opponent that they cannot handle it. So we do play Toy Agumon in here for the fact that it gives the inheritable known as Reboot. And this Corporeemon, I forgot to mention, blocker gives, if you have blocker in it, which Mega Dramon, especially with a trial deck, giving us the ability of the inheritable blocker, is that we can have the blocker now gain 1000 DP. Now this will probably sit at 14, maybe 15 on its own, so you don't have to go too crazy, but there are cards to help get us over thresholds just in case we're facing against Yellow or Megazoo Yellow where they're playing like 3 to 4 TKs and you now need to bust through big threats. So you gotta just threat analysis. But majorly what makes this deck a lot faster now is this effect. Toy Agumon, at the end of your opponent's turn, if your opponent didn't attack with a Digimon this turn with the inheritable here, +1 card in value. Might be wondering why 1 card though. Is it that good? Well, yes, because again, for the fact of the matter is drawing cards on your opponents at the end phase because they couldn't swing in because you wiped out their Digi the turn before, and now they have to climb up and they don't have something in the back row. That sometimes drawing advantage just gets you everything you need. Again, if they gave you like 5 memory on turn 1, which God forbid if they do that, congratulations, they probably played a blocker down and now you can just play Toy Agumon, Digivolve on a Numamon, and then still do all your stuff, and then congratulations, they're not doing much. Or you have your own blocker and force them to attack, just so you don't gain card draw. So then we play Numamon in here for the 1-cost evolution, 1-cost Tankmon, and then followed by Dark Tyrannomon from the trial deck. Dark Tyrannomon just so happens to be so good. Being able to be a 1-cost evolution blocker is just sometimes makes your opponent have to think. And now here's another card that we can use to gain up to the threshold, because again, it has security +1 and Digiburst. One of your opponent's Digimon gets plus 4,000 DP. One of your Digimon gets plus 4,000 DP until the end of opponent's turn. So again, making Blastmon even bigger. So again, he could be a 15k plus 3,017. He could be a whopping 21k swinger and bust through your opponent's field like it's just his job. Then we have Omnimon Alter S, Then we do have Chaosmon in here for the fact of the matter is Chaosmon to help Blastmon get through. And Chaosmon also gaining that ability to pierce through and doing extra security attacks. You could literally combo off and clear out their whole security in like a fraction of the time. So again, like use security. This is at 17 because of all the inheritables and stuff like that. Blastmon swings in. You take out 3 security on his swing because he gains the security extra attack from this, or he's got it from this because Sansamon's underneath it. He's hit for 4. Then you Digivolve into Chaosmon, swinging in, piercing into their thing, taking out another 2 security. So again, that's 6 security in one turn is just nasty. And then we do play Izzy Kamiya. Izzy Izahame. So return the top 3 cards. Reveal the top 3 cards. If all of them revealed are black, gain 1 memory. Place the remaining cards in the top of the deck in any order. So really good because then you get to filter and cycle your thing. If you don't get all the black, you don't gain the memory. That's fine. But placing them on the top to know what cards you're going to be drawing off of maybe Toy Agumon is just so good that you want to take advantage of that. Next, here is a Kreskurumon Ragnalord build. Because again, Ragnalordmon in this set finally got some needed oomph that it needed. So Koramon's in here for reboot. Reboot for 1,000. For if it has blocker. Toy Agumon's in here to give reboot. Karamon's in here because 1,000 DP on a Ragnalordmon on your opponent's defensive turns are really nasty. Toy Agumon's in here to prevent draw. Again, if they don't swing in because they're too afraid to swing into Ragnalordmon, congratulations, you're doing your job. You have Numamon. Gardramon's in here for the fact of the matter is it can attack, but it has blocker. Then we have Clockmon to give our Ragnalordmon, our Omnimon Alter S a little more bigger oomph. Dark Tyrannomon's in here for the fact it's cheap blocker. We do play Metal Garurumon in here for the reboot and gain security +1. Then Gogamon is in here for the fact of the matter is 1,000 DP or giving +2,000 to our Ragnalordmon. Megadramon is in here for the fact of the matter blocker. Biorudamon's for blocker. Kreskurumon is in here to become a blocker under Magnadramon, but also because, again, revealing get a level 5 or less, you could hit our big guys and grab another blocker or rebooter and then Digivolve on top of it. Just really good. All around good stuff. Ragnalordmon's in here because it is the ace of the deck, and Alter S is in here because Alter S. Then we do have Tai Kamiya for gaining all our black Digimon. Again, it's only going to boost Kreskurumon or Bryarulumon up on the top ends, but it'll give our Dark Tyrannomon up to 7, our Gardramon up to 8 if we have 2 of them on the board. But here's another card that really helps us out. So again, you can unsuspend your blocker if you suspended it to block. So again, 2 blocks for 1 blocker is just sometimes really good, especially if it's high powered. So again, that's Ragnalordmon in a nutshell. Next, we do have another deck. This is Kreskurumon Karanemon, which is really awesome, I think. So Koporimon's in here for the 1,000 DP. We already know this is all about giving 1,000 DP. So this is like if you wanted to grind out your opponent and you're dealing with a lot of Rookie Rush at your meta, so you need to just play blocker.deck. So we do play Toy Agumon. We do play Agumon here for blocker. Blocker. We have Toy Agumon in here for if they don't swing because you have way too wide of a board. Greymon's in here for the reboot to jamming. So then we have Kurosurimon for the fact of the matter is another blocker. And then Dark Tyrannomon just because another blocker. Iandramon because he's a blocker. Metal Greymon because he's reboot, but he also gives security plus attack. Magnadramon's in here for giving blocker. Rescuemon's in here to either get underneath our Magnadramon or our Metal Greymon. Digivolve and call us out a blocker to widen our board state. Greymon's in here to prevent damage, and he is a blocker that is nasty to deal with. Millenniumon's in here to gain the inheritable blocker, and then he's just sitting pretty. Next, we do play Tai Kamiya, so that we can give our black Digimon more power. Joe's in here for if we contain a blocker at the end of turn, we gain a memory. So again, if we start the turn with 3, Joe will just trigger to bring us to 4 and making Crest-Crudamon of basically not passing our turn play. And then we have Tai Kamiya in here to re-unsuspend a blocker. But here's a nice card for our game finisher, because this is a problem that this deck usually does have. We can outgrind most deck, but we don't have a way of game finishing. So again, here all your Digimon with blocker and reboot gain security +1. Well, looky boys, we have enough blockers and a ways to give reboot to keep us happy for days. Especially if you get Millenniumon underneath a Toy Agumon with a Magnadramon. Your opponent's not really doing much, let's be honest, and they can't kill it with a Gaia Force. They can only bounce it or send it back with yellow. So again, keep an eye out for that. Next, we do have Tarunimon with Missionmon. So Missionmon does D-Brigade stuff. So again, our Darkdramon is our big objective. So it Digivolves, has Rush, return up to 5 of your Digimon with D-Brigade in its card name. Really nice. We're trying to either hardcast it again, because when we on play, return up to 5 of your D-Brigades in their types from your trash to the top of your deck in any order. For each card you return this way, gain 2 memory. So he can come in for just 1 memory. So again, we're not really going to be normally Digivolving into him. We're hard playing. So Hergurumon is in here for cheap. Commandramon, because the requirement, we need Commandramons. D-Brigade. So we got another one. So on deletion, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Commandramon without paying its memory cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. Toyagumon here is because we hate our opponent and they don't like swinging. So we're just gonna take advantage of it. Next, we have Commandramon in here for the fact is we need another Commandramon. So 1, 2, 3 D-Brigade. We have 12 rookie D-Brigades. Garumon's in here for the fact of the matter is if it's revealed in security, congratulations, we get a free champion out on the board. Next, we have Tankdramon. Then we have Sealdramon. It's a blocker, really nice, so that it does gain us the abilities we need. Being able to block and being in D-Brigade bring us up more. Then we have Bungogamon. So Digiverse, trigger 1 Digivolution of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7. So again, usually Digivolving their ultimates or champions down is really nice. Tyrannomon is in here because Tyrannomon is just really good blocking. Tankdramon is your turn. When one of your Digimon with D-Brigade in its type is deleted, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Commandramon among them without paying memory cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, really powerful. If you swing in with a Commandramon after you rebuilt the board or anything like that, when they delete, congratulations, you get the top deck. You set it up so you can keep just constantly putting them on top of your deck on how you need to. You're just filtering. You're doing everything D-Brigade likes to do. Alter S is in here to do Alter S things. Chaosmon is in here to do Chaos things. Dark Side Attack. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost 7. Yep. Izzy's in here because we're going to be trying to filter as much as we can, and like it or not, we're filtering. Next, here is Black War Greymon Punch. So we have Koroporamon in here. Koroporamon blocker. Gutsumon in here for blocker. Reboot Toy Agumon. We're not really caring much. We're going to do Senzorimon is our major thing. We want to either have him on the field or in our heart card, because having him as one of our Digivolution sources is really nasty. Toy Agumon is for putting it underneath a blocker. Numamon's in here for 1 cost. We play Greymon because the fact of the matter is we just have to give reboot. And what does give reboot in this deck? We get reboot from Finals of Borg Punch. So again, on that first swing with Black War Greymon, we could technically get 3 swings with a whopping total of security +1. Our opponent is not going to be happy when that hits with jamming. So again, swing in 3 hits. Black Metal Greymon's Digiburst 2. You'll keep the Karamon underneath there and the Gargomon unless you Digiburst to get this boosted up to being a whopping total of 14. Then you'll just keep the Greymon in there with the Sanzorimon. Don't care about your ultimate or your rookie, because you're at 13 max and you'll be sitting at 16. Again, really powerful combo there. Your opponent, it will be taking 3 security with jamming, so they can't really stop it. And trying to stop that is just ridiculous. So Andromon's in here for the fact of the matter is Andromon's really good for blocker. High Andromon's in here for high Andromon shenanigans. Blitz Greymon is also in here because, again, he is another chance to get maybe 4 attacks in. Just ridiculously. Because, again, even if we can't restand, taking out our opponent's 4 security, this is like a one-punch decks. Finals of Borg punch decks are just one-punch deals. They just like dealing a lot of damage and dealing with a lot of things. Dark Side Attack is in here to delete our opponent's ultimates or blockers. Then Izzy's in here just to cycle in to try to get us our stuff faster. So hopefully, guys, you liked this video. Hopefully, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!